guys, it's Wendy here with Wendy's Plans, and today I thought I would do a different video. I'm going to tell you guys right now I overpacked, and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do about it. So guys, if you want to hear about my adventures of getting my car packed and starting my vacation, then guys, stick around. Alrighty, guys. So, I don't know if you can see in the background, I have some storage bins that I am going through because I overpacked. So, I'm going to tell you the story. I have never stayed in Airbnbs, so I really was not sure what to expect. I didn't know did I need to bring what I needed to bring. That was the problem. I'm gonna take my glasses off, guys, so I can see it. So when I was getting rid of everything in the apartment, I thought maybe Wendy, just take a few towels, washcloths, that kind of thing, because some of the Airbnb says they provide enough towels for each person that's listed on the reservation. Some of them were very specific to one towel per person, so that kind of made me worry. And then I thought, how it's not going to be that specific, Wendy. Nobody's going to have one towel for one person. But anyway, my face is red because I was out on the beach walking and I got some windburn, guys. But other than that, I'm good. So I was really concerned. And so when I started packing, I packed crazy. So the first thing I figured out was I should have made a packing list. So back in November, December, I had gone through my clothes and I got rid of probably 3/4 of my clothes. And I thought, Wendy, that's really good. And when you pack, you'll be fine because, you got rid of most of your clothes. So I packed everything else that was there. And as I was packing, I thought, are you really going to need these? Because you haven't worn them since you retired. Probably hadn't worn them in a year. Why are you packing them? But I packed them anyway. Then I went into the kitchen. I packed every spice that I had, guys. I'm not going to do that kind of cooking in an Airbnb. What was I thinking? I wasn't. Guys, kitchen stuff. Like my cheese grater that I can't live without. Guys, I'm talking, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. My stationery stuff. Things that I have not used in months. Probably longer than that. I should have just donated. Guys. It's like when you pack your clothes to go on a vacation and you overpack and you pack things that, oh, I might need this and oh, I might need that. Well, that's what I did. So now I've got to fix it because I'm telling you, when I say there was not a spare inch in my car, there was not a spare inch. I couldn't have put one more thing. I couldn't even stop to get something to eat or drink because it was too full. So now, how are we going to fix this? Well, I'm going to tell you. So, this is my plan. I'm filming this on Monday, the 5th. And I've only been here not even a week, not even 6 days. Okay. And I have already gone through my clothes. And guys, I pulled out, I cannot even tell you how many clothes that I pulled out that I thought, why did you pack that, Wendy? I packed a dress and 2 skirts. I didn't even pack any shoes to go with the dress and the skirts. I'm telling you. I can I don't know why I did what I did other than panic set in. So I've pretty much gone through the clothes. My clothes, I feel comfortable. Now, the other thing that was my goal before I left was that I would have clothes that were winter clothes and clothes that were seasonal that I'm wearing now, or vice versa. Summer clothes, seasonal, whatever. So the one thing is, when I left, it was 60 degrees. So I kind of thought, well, you know it's going to get cold, Wendy, when you get down where you're going. And so I thought, well, I'm going to put everything into either my carry-on luggage, or I bought the big IKEA blue bags. You can zip them up. They got the handles. Perfect. And so I thought, I'm going to pack everything into that and into my carry-on. And that way, when I get to wherever I'm going, I can go through and kind of separate those clothes out. So that's kind of what I have done since I've been here. And I took out the ones that I absolutely knew I wasn't going to wear, and that it didn't make sense for me to carry those everywhere on the off chance that I'm going to need a skirt. Guys, if I get to the point that I need to get a skirt, I got to get a skirt and a top and some shoes. So I might as well go get it all. There's no point in me carrying that with me. So I've gone through all of that. I have gone through the linens. And by going through the linens, I kept them in the bag. I'm putting them in my car, and I'm taking them to Chris and Emma, because they took a lot of my towels, because I had just bought new towels and I had not used them very much. And their towels were getting older, and they were like, we'll be glad to take your towels. So I'm going to be going back up there this week, and I'm going to drop those off. They're going to have those. The extra sheets that I took, I don't know what I was thinking. Why do I need extra sheets? Even if I only have one set of sheets in an Airbnb, everything that I book is going to have a washer and dryer. I can wash them. I think now that I have been here for a length of time, I feel like I kind of know what I need now. So the linens, I pretty much figured that out. Now the kitchen stuff, guys. I do not know what I was thinking. My hair is all kinds of crazy today, guys. It's been walking on the beach. So the one thing I did not pack, and there was a reason behind it. I had an electric kettle that I always start my water with every morning to make my coffee. And so I was twofold. I knew Emma and Chris liked this particular kettle. It was similar to the one they had, except mine has an infuser in it that will drop down in it. You could put tea in there, make your tea, whatever, right in the kettle. And I knew they both drank a lot of hot tea. And I thought this would be so much better for them. Plus, the craft itself was glass. And I really worried that it was going to break if I kept packing it, unpacking it, packing it. So I gave them mine. And now they were willing to give me theirs. And I was like, no, I do have some concerns with it being glass. Well, I got here. no kettle of any kind. And the way I fix my coffee, I don't know if you've heard of AeroPress. It's kind of like a tube. Guys, I'll do a whole video on it one day. But it's a tube, and you put your coffee goes in it, and then you pour the water, you let it go down. I add a little bit more. I don't follow the directions, guys. I do it Wendy's way. And anyway, once you get as much in your cup, you press it down, and it's like a French pressed kind of coffee. I love it. Well, the tube is probably this big around, if that, 2 inches across, maybe. Trying to pour water from a pot, that doesn't work. So I immediately went out and bought that, which I ended up buying a couple other things. We'll get to that too. So as far as kitchen stuff that I brought with me, I gotta go through it. I literally took every spice out of my cabinet and put it in my container and brought it with me. Now, guys, if I was gonna fix, a big home cooked meal, or a big pot of spaghetti or soup or something like that, I would probably use them. But like this B&B, Airbnb, it has a ton of spices. I could make do with what is here. Most of them are going to have it. But I'm not going to cook like that. I may make mac and cheese. I may make a thing of spaghetti, but I'm going to get a jar of sauce and some hamburger, call it a day. I'm not going to sit and make homemade spaghetti sauce because, number one, when I make a big old pot of spaghetti sauce, it's enough for me to put containers in the freezer and have several servings from the freezer. And I'm only going to be in the location for a month. I'm not going to go through it. And I elected not to bring a cooler last minute, and I'm not going to use a cooler. I will use up everything in the refrigerator before I leave wherever I'm at. And I am going to gear myself to buying smaller portions or smaller containers of whatever I'm buying. So I'm not going to buy a giant tub of butter or whatever. I'm just going to buy the smallest container. It's just more economical for me. So my kitchen stuff, first of all, I know all the spices are going. They're just going. Then I did bring cooking oil and olive oil. I will keep those because I did not have that here. What else? There was just a couple of things that I know I will keep. And that's okay. I can downsize from the big container. It was a big container. And to the smaller container that I have. Now let me tell you something else I brought. Gosh knows, I don't know what I was thinking. So I thought I needed games to play at the beach or wherever I'm at. Who am I going to play with? I don't know what I was thinking. So I might donate the games that I brought to this Airbnb. Maybe they need some games. I don't know. Then, guys, my stationery is out of control. And I'm telling you, things I've not even used in a very long time. I could not leave my house without packing those to come with me. So, I've already done my clothes. I've already done my linen. So once Jan leaves on Monday, I am going to sit down that week and I'm going to go through all of my kitchen stuff and I'm going to get it narrowed down. My goal is to have everything in the back of I have an SUV, and it's not a big SUV, it's a smaller one, and I'm going to have everything in the back. Maybe one or two items in the back seat. I don't want to lay the seat down. If I have to, that's okay. But I can tell you right now, out of the 4 big IKEA blue bags, I should be able to pack everything into one. Maybe 2 at the most. but I'm going to try my best to get everything into one. So that's going to free up so much room. And then I have a big container for all of my filming equipment. That's going to stay the same. I'm not going to take any chances on any of that stuff because, I'm going to need that on the road. I'm not worried about that container. I am worried about the amount of stuff I have packed in stationery. And if I get a chance this month in everywhere, I am going to show you all of that stationery that I brought. And my goal is to get it into 2 backpacks. Right now, I have 2 backpacks. I have another container. I had 2 or 3 tote bags. Guys, your girl's not going to use all that. So, my goal has been to pare down everything. So, I'm going through that. I'm going to eliminate my linens. The exception to that, and something I've already used, and I am so glad I decided to bring them, were the 2 twin quilts that I always use. I use them as throws all the time. When I lay down on the bed, I don't have to make the bed because sometimes I just get cool when I lay down. Not that I get cold, because women of a certain age, we don't get cold. We get cool. But I have 2 so that if I'm sitting on the couch, I can put one on me on the couch. And 2, I have one in the bedroom that I can pull it over me. I'm going to keep those. All the other linens, they're gone. They're gone. They're gone. So that is my plan. My other plan is I'm hoping this time when I pack my car that I have the luxury of time that I can pack everything up and film that process. Things just all snowballed, and we just could not film packing my car. And I do apologize because I've been telling you guys I was going to do it. Things just, they happen, guys. And they were out of my control. I hurt my back, and that put me so far behind. And that's probably why I panic packed, is because I felt like I was so far behind. But you know what? I got out on time, and my house was spotless, and it was nice. I will say, Christopher, bless his heart, he went back up to the apartment and on his cell phone, and it's actually pretty decent footage. He filmed my empty apartment so that I can bring you that. Guys, it's not long, and I will talk to you about it before, and I will tell you all about it in the end, and I will overdub it and tell you all about the apartment. But I packed all the batteries for my camera. Who does that? This girl. So I didn't have a battery for my camera, and it just was no way for me to unpack it because it was already packed in my car. So we just couldn't. I saved out the camera, but no battery. So those are kind of the things that have gone on. So my goal, when I got here, I called Christopher and I said, I am going to get rid of half to 3/4 of everything I packed, which he agreed I should. But the other side of overpacking is I don't have anybody to help me when I get to my location. So it took me 3 days to unpack my car because I could only carry, number one, I couldn't carry that much. And number two, my back was hurting so bad. And I'm going to tell you today, I walked on the beach. It's the first time I got out there and did it, guys. So my back is getting better. And I was able to do so much more today I think I'm on a turnaround and I'm getting better. And it's like the doctor said, water, rest, and quit lifting. And that's what I have done. And I feel a lot better. But when I get to my next location, I don't have anybody that can help me carry things in. So just like here, there was nobody. And I had jokingly told Christopher, you could follow me and help me unload it. And, or you could ride with me. Well, there was nowhere for this 6'2" kid to ride in my car. So that is what we're doing. So, rhyme or reason why I packed, I have no idea. When I got here, I had no conditioner for my hair. Guys, y'all see how curly my hair is? Hmm. This girl's got to have some conditioner. And I didn't have conditioner. I always use one of those little scrunchy, bunchy things. I don't know what they're called, poofs, whatever. In the shower, I didn't have one of those. What else? I mean, there was some things that I was like, why did you not pack these, Wendy? I won't even go into the documents that I thought I had, and I don't. And that is scary because what I think I did was I picked up the pile that I had set aside to throw away or shred, and a pile that was for to go. And I think I shredded the ones that were supposed to go, and the ones that was supposed to be shred, I think I brought those with me. So today I have been calling everywhere, getting duplicate copies of some of these documents. So if you can learn one thing from me, make a packing list and check it off. And when you think you have a document, open it up and look at it and make sure it's the one you think it is. The reason I'm telling you this, my dad died 18 years ago. Seems like it just doesn't seem like it's been 18 years. But anyway, my father passed 18 years ago. And I thought I had put his funeral arrangement paperwork in the trash, the shred pile. And I had kept my mom's. I got here, I had his, and I did not have hers. Just saying, double check everything you're packing. My advice, and you can take it with a grain of salt, when you have retired and you're traveling, make out a detailed list of what clothes you're going to bring, what paperwork you need to bring, everything that you think you need to do. And before you start packing, lay it out. I should have laid everything out on the bed because I would have known at that point. Lay everything out. There is a quote, and let me see if I can find it really quick. And I should have paid attention to this quote. It's one I wrote down a long time ago. And let me see if I can find it. It might not be in this one. It might be. Okay, guys. Evidently, when I transferred all of my quotes, I did not move that one over. Basically, it said, when you're traveling, lay out all your clothes and your money. Pack half of your clothes and double your money. That's the gist of it. It's nowhere near the right quote. And now I'm going to have to go back and find that quote and put it in here because I need to read that every time I get ready to pack. And that for me, I will say that is when I started solo traveling and I was going by myself. I learned, don't take a big bag to check, do a carry on. That way, when you're off the plane, you don't have to go to claim baggage claim, and you can get in and out. I've learned how to pack, so that's all I carry with me is a carry on and a personal item. I don't know why I packed so much. So this is what I'm telling. Do not do what I did. Get some kind of semblance of order of what you think you need, and then look at it, and then realistically look at it again and pare it down, because you'll be surprised what you don't need that you're going to pack because of what if. Don't plan on what if. Guys, there's Walmart's, Targets all over the United States. If you don't have it, you can go get it. So why bother to carry extra weight and carry extra things for the what if? So, guys, I know I just rambled, and I know, everybody has opinions about everything, but I want to, as I'm traveling, I want to bring to you the things that I've learned and the mistakes that I made. And guys, this is my first location, and I've already made them. So I hope you found this interesting. I am learning by my mistakes, and I'm paring everything down once again. So guys, if you have done these things, if you have made mistakes like these, or you overpacked, leave me, oh, I don't know what to tell you. Do, one of those big old weights that, you put one of those, or something that reminds you of overpacking. Put that down in the comments. And guys, I hope you're enjoying everywhere, and I hope you continue to follow. So guys, until next time, bye bye.